Hey guys, and thanks for coming back to my channel. So I am here today because meal planning needs to be done. I need to do it for next week, and I have to do it now obviously so that I can get the shopping done. I find that meal planning saves me money. Obviously I love to be organized, and yeah, that's it. That is really the only reason I like to meal plan, because it saves me money and I know what I'm doing each day. Just trying to find, there we go, my little pen. So the way I meal plan, I'm just going to jump straight into it to get this done. Trains are coming when you live in London and next to the tube. Let's open it up. So I have made my own meal planning template, because as you know, the whole thing about the Mum That Plans is that I make templates. I design them myself and then pop them up on my blog, which is www.themumthatplans.com. So if you jump over there, then you'll see the free templates that I offer. Yes, they're free once you sign up, then I'll send them to you. So you just kind of have to subscribe, and then I will send them over to you. But yes, we're going to get right to it. So I meal plan, oh, go away fly. I meal plan in Goodnotes. So I design my templates and then I import them into Goodnotes, and where are we? There we go. They come up like this. As you can see, so that is literally part of last week's one. So the good thing about Goodnotes, it saves paper. I am all about saving paper. You do not have to continuously like print out or buy a bunch of paper, and every year have to buy. You can just continuously use this. I believe it's on Android as well. There's another one called Notable. So I will do that research. I should have done that and let you know, but I'll pop it in the comments below, Goodnotes and Notable, and I'll write next to it whether it's iOS or is it Google Play, the other one. Yeah, so I will pop it all in the comments for you down below. So then when you do get these templates, whoops, you can just pop them in, and once you've finished with that week, you can also duplicate it as well if you want to do 2 weeks at a time, 4 weeks at a time. You don't have to only just have the 1 week. That's what I love about it. And then when you're finished, you don't just have a bunch of paper to get rid of. You can just go, I wish I could have shared screen with you. You could just go to, there we go, clear page, and we've got a fresh week. It's so bad. I should have shared my screen with you. I have to learn how to do that. I'm not really always techie. So yeah, the way that I meal plan is I start by doing inventory. First, inventory is when I go through my fridge, freezers and cupboards to see what I have first before I just jump into the stores, or before I even start meal planning. Oh, we fancy this great piece of this and the great piece of that. So I will see what I've got first and use that before I go into the shop. That's how I save money. The reason that meat tends to roll on to the next month is because something might have happened unexpectedly. For example, we might have had a takeaway because, like, for example, last week I was unwell. We had a takeaway on one lunchtime because I couldn't, or my husband doesn't follow meal plans. He just doesn't. He's just, no, he doesn't do that. So yeah, that's another reason we might not have had something. He doesn't cook often, but he does. Since we've moved here, he hasn't cooked often because he's working a lot more. But yeah, he doesn't cook often. But when he does, he doesn't follow meal plans unless I'm really like, no, we have to have that. But he'll follow it to the sense of like, look, it's chicken for dinner. Whatever you want to do with the chicken, do with the chicken. But it's chicken for dinner. Oh my gosh, up close, you can tell how sick I am. Like, I literally just look grey. I look so pale. I don't even have any like glow to my skin. I'm breaking out. Anyway, back to meal planning. So yes, I've done my inventory and I've remembered off my head we have 3 freezers. So we've got one in the house and we've got 2 down here. The one in the house holds things that I've kind of meal prepped for breakfast, for example, like waffles or what else do I meal prep? Sometimes I freeze bread so that I can just pull out a slice and just pop it in the toaster, as opposed to having a loaf of bread. Because we don't always eat bread, it goes off so fast and I've thrown loads away. So I'll do that. There's pizza dough up there that I've made and I can just defrost. There's cookie dough in there that I can just take out and the kids can decorate or whatever for lunch. There's frozen fruit up there for smoothies and smoothie bowls, because they like smoothie bowls with granola and yogurt. That's really yum. So there's those things in that freezer. And there's also lunch bits in that freezer as well, like chips, fish fingers. I'm trying to think what else is up there, and pre-prepped veg for when, again, I'm in a rush, like carrots that I've sliced and just put in bags, freezer bags, and put up there. Or there's peas. So that's what that is for. All the things that are up there that are good, like quick to go foods that I need in the house quickly. Then down here we've got the freezer that's got all the meat in it, and then the other freezer over there. So because this only just came from our flat, it's probably been a few weeks, but I haven't actually utilized it. But what I do want to do there is pre-prep a lot of fruit and veg, and like, I've not thought more, but I want to utilize it properly. The fridge we do use, because it's a fridge freezer, we do use, and it holds all of our drinks. And I buy milk, obviously, in bulk, because the twins and Jackson have milk, and then I use milk to cook whether I'm making oatmeal in the morning or such. So we have a lot of milk, so I have to put it in that freezer, that fridge up there. So yes, let's get into it. So in my inventory at the moment, I have got a whole chicken, so I could write if I just turn it on. Right, here we go. I've got a whole... The thing I love about this app, whole chicken. So I'll kind of see if I can show you what it comes up as. So can't read my writing completely because I'm kind of sitting up here and it's a mess. But yeah, you can kind of just write there and then move to where you're writing next. Next on the list, I have... There wasn't much, you know. There was some chicken wings. So, chicken wings. Yeah, I think there was, and I think we've got some tuna. But tuna I don't usually add to inventory because we don't really eat it for a dinner. I mean, if we're having a pasta salad, tuna pasta salad, yes. Do you know what? I'm going to add it on because I'm going to make a tuna pasta salad. So I'm going to put it on there. Now I've said it, I actually am like, we haven't had one of those for a long time. So I've popped tuna on there as well. And like I said, so it then comes up like this when you're writing in the inventory part. And then I'm going to move over to start meal planning from Sunday. I meal plan from Sunday to Saturday. And I do meal plan for breakfast, lunch and dinner, but not on a Sunday. Sunday I just write for dinner because we eat lunch quite early and then we have a big dessert. Like yesterday, the meal was so big, no one ate again. And if they do get hungry later on, they will have something like tea and toast, because we eat about in between 3 and 4. So we eat between 3 and 4, and then dessert is at about between 5 and 6. By the time you're going to bed, in between the kids start to go to bed at 8. You're not hungry again. But again, like I said, if they are, there is the option of brioche bread or toast and tea and stuff like that. Hot chocolate, and if they want it, they'll get it. So yeah, let me scoot back here so I can sit and meal plan properly with you guys. So yeah, there wasn't much in my inventory. I've got whole chicken wings and tuna, as I remember off the top. Oh, and chicken breast. I know that I have chicken. You'll notice we have a lot of chicken because I don't really eat red meat, so I don't buy it. It's very rare that I eat red meat. It is not one of my favorites. So here we are, Sunday. For Sunday dinner, We have got, so I just found out today, my family are coming for Sunday dinner, which means it's going to be chicken because there's a lot of them and it's the cheap option. Sorry guys if you're watching this, but it tastes nice. And salmon, so we'll have the option of chicken and salmon. Let me just not act like I'm not feeding you guys, I'm feeding you. So I'm just going to put chicken, salmon, and then that usually comes with a side of rice and peas because it's Sunday. Chicken and salmon. Yeah, so rice and peas, macaroni and cheese. I'll make some homemade coleslaw. I'm going to put that here because I need to know when I'm doing my shopping list, when I have a look at this, when I'm doing my shopping list, obviously to get the cabbage, carrots and stuff if I don't have it in at the moment. So coleslaw. What was the other thing I said I was going to make? Rice and peas I don't need to write down because that is endless in this house. There's a big bag of rice and then peas. It's a big bag of that and it's not even close to being finished at the moment. Coleslaw. And the other thing was mac and cheese. I have to obviously buy cheese. So mac and cheese. And then it will come with a side of veg. And I don't need to write that down because I do have frozen veg that I've cut up and I can just pull out. Like, I'm going to take out some sweet corn. I've got a tin of sweet corn, I can take that out. Then I've got carrots, so I can add carrots to it. Yeah, there's not much else that I really need to add to that. Broccoli I always have. So I've got broccoli that I buy the fresh bags, and then I know I've got that in this freezer here. So I can just make sure I've kept that for that. So moving on to Monday. Monday I like to have a easier meal to cook because today's Monday now obviously as I'm recording this, and I'm going to probably put this up tomorrow, maybe even tonight. I'm just, because I haven't put anything up in a while, it's kind of like a bit of a mess because I've been so ill. But yes, so yes, for example, today we're having Chris and me, we are having sea bass, boiled potatoes and a garlic butter sauce, and then we'll have peas on the side of that. And then the kids, the only thing they're not having is the sea bass because my mum was like, that's a bit rich. So then I thought, okay, maybe it is, I won't give the kids sea bass. So instead they're actually having sausages, which they haven't had for so long. So in replacement of the sea bass, they're just having sausages, which they're actually quite excited about when I said it to them, because you know how they weren't keen when I said today's dinner sea bass. You know, it's just like, okay. That is literally the reaction I got. So yeah, they're having sausages. So that's a simple meal done. Boil the potatoes. I've just got to make the sauce. I'm going to run in and make that in a minute. I don't have my watch on. My husband keeps telling me, you don't use the Apple Watch I bought you. I do. So yeah, next Monday we are going to have, because we haven't had them for a while, I'm going to bring out the fajita hot plate. Because I've got chicken breast. So that is done and decided. So I'm just going to put fajitas. I don't need to have any sides with that because, hold on, I need to actually rub that out. Reason being, I hadn't done breakfast and I have to do breakfast Monday. Monday is easy. It's like toast or cereal. So I'm going to put toast / cereal because it's just after the weekend and I don't have the feels to make anything big really. So I'm going to put toast / cereal, which I definitely need to buy. And then for lunch on Monday, nothing at all to do with bread because we're having wraps. Today they had pasta. So what would they have had on Sunday? I try not to make things reoccur, so I'm just going to put some noodles and then I'll kind of cook them up and add some veg and stuff. So I think I'll just put some noodles. I saw that a nice noodle recipe, I think I saw on Instagram actually, so I'm going to put that there. And then we've got fajitas. Fajitas. I say fajitas, it's fajitas. Tuesday. So we've had chicken. That was for 2 days. So the next day, Tuesday, I'm gonna probably go with salmon, because we. Oh wait, we had salmon on Sunday. We would have had salmon on Sunday. What can we have? This is where things start to get a bit difficult. I mean, and I haven't actually looked at the weather to see if it's hot, because if I write something down like fish pie or shepherd's pie, and it turns out to be like a hot day, no one is going to eat that. Definitely not me. I mean, I'm going to put the shepherd's pie down. Oh, because in my inventory, yes, I do have mince. Yes, I do. So let me just quickly pop that in my inventory now, so I don't go and buy it again. So minced. I love this app. Honestly, it is just the best thing ever. When you make a mistake, you can just rub it out. It's so cool. If it was on paper and I was writing this down in pen, you'd just see loads of scribbles and stuff, because that used to happen to me all the time. So I'm going to start with breakfast on Tuesday. I am going to go ahead and make the kids some pancakes, because I haven't made them pancakes for a while. So I'll make them American pancakes, because we had crepes just this Saturday gone. So I'll make American pancakes, yeah. And they can have that with white. I spelled it wrong. How'd you do that, darling? So I know what the kids eat and what my husband eats, so I don't usually have to. They are really not picky. They're really versatile in what they eat, so I can get all experimental and stuff, and choose random things, and they will typically eat it as long as it's done with the kind of the same meats that we normally have. So yes, American pancakes, because they would have had a big breakfast. I think for lunch I'm going to do them like chicken goujons and salad. So I will go ahead and put that. Chicken goujons over, and salad. I love meal planning, honestly. And another place I get my, I can go ahead and write this, but another place I go ahead and get my recipes from, if I know that I've got, for example, chicken wings, and I want something completely different with the chicken wings, because we really do experiment a lot with our food, I will just pop onto Pinterest and I will put chicken wing recipes and go through it until I look at something that they might fancy. The other day we had salt and pepper wings, and I've never made those before. I got the recipe off Pinterest, but I got the idea from a friend. But yeah, I will go there, and if I don't see anything on Pinterest, I'll just hop over to Google and have a look there. Or a third place I'll go to is my cooking folder that I have created over the years. Oh my gosh, I've had this folder since I think it was like 20. I started this folder. So can you imagine how many recipes are in there? They're things that I have cooked and liked, or I've seen in like magazines years ago. I used to get like cooking magazines, and I've cut them out and I've put them into that folder. So I'll go in there sometimes for inspiration, not really for the inventory. I will do that. I will do that for things when I've run out of all inventory meals, which I would have in a minute, and I'll go up to the folder and be like, right, what do I fancy cooking? Which is completely different and nice. And if it's date night as well, again, I'll go to the folder, because I know I've got some really nice things in there. My husband hasn't tried most things that are in there, because I have been on Pinterest quite a lot, but I'm actually going to choose a meal out of the, I know I've got some good soul food stuff in there, so I'm actually going to have a look. I think we're going to go with a soul food theme. I like to theme my dinners as well. So we're going to go for a soul food theme on Friday coming. Yeah, we've got nothing else on. So this Friday we're going to go with soul food. Definitely going to do that. I know on Tuesday I did just say something. I was making shepherd's pie, so I don't want to forget that. I'm going to write that down now. Shepherd's pie. I mean, that could have been neater. It could have, and I don't like the way it looks. Wrap it off. Yeah. Even though it's on my iPad, I still like it to look nice. So shepherd's pie, there we go. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get that done, but I really want to do, I'm hoping to do that for you guys this week. I really want to make a cooking video for you, for one of the meals I cook. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I'm going to think about it this week. I'll probably put that in for Wednesday. So I'll have a look. I'm not going to plan Wednesday's meal now. I now need to go and think about it for real and think, what can I put on there for you guys. I think I do have an idea. It's going to be one of my original recipes. I don't want to get a recipe from somewhere else and then show you that, because what really is the point? I have also got a cookbook that I've started to write. It's still obviously having a lot of work done on it, and it's not got a lot of recipes in it because I'm too busy cooking everyone else's stuff. But yeah, I have and I'm not a recipe follower, let's be clear. I get ideas and then I'll kind of get the gist of it, like, right, this is where we're going with it, and then I'll just run with it, because I am that much of a foodie. I can pretty much replicate anything. So if you have any suggestions, any food suggestions, any meal suggestions, and I love baking, any cakes, please drop it down in the comments and I will genuinely try it. If you've got the link to the recipe as well, if you let me know, for example, if you have a recipe or whatnot, if you let me know, put it down in the comments, drop the link, I will make it and do a review and tell you exactly what I thought of the recipe. I just honestly love to cook and eat, and these guys love to eat, so we are happy to try some new things. My kids aren't really picky eaters. They will try it and be like, I don't want it. Yeah, it's for dinner, that's what's happening, and then they'll get over it. So I don't really class that as a picky eater. My daughter doesn't really love meat, but then neither do I, so again, I don't class that as a picky eater. It's not picky meter, a picky eater. So yeah, that's how I meal plan. I go into the cupboards and the freezers and the fridge, I inventory, and then I write, using the inventory, I start the meal plan like that, popping in the days, try not to have 2 chicken in a row. Sometimes it happens, but I try to avoid it. And then I will then go out and look for inspiration elsewhere. And that for me helps with the budget, because I'm using what I already have instead of just continuously stockpiling, like not even bothering to check what's there, or making a meal from what's there. I find that, you know, I used to do it all the time. Right, what do I fancy for dinner? There are 1,000,001 things over there. No, there's nothing in my fridge, there's nothing in my cupboard. I'm just gonna go and get this, and I'm gonna go and get, I'm actually not that person anymore. I like to save, obviously we've got saving goals and such, so I've changed the way that I am spending and such at the moment. And honestly, for a family of 7, I can get away with spending, this week alone, £40 I spent, and I got breakfast, lunch and dinner bits. I mean, mind you, I forgot to buy a loaf of bread because I hadn't put it on my shopping list when I really should have. I didn't forget to buy a loaf of bread. I bought the part-baked baguettes instead, so that when the day that I was going to do sandwiches, I was going to do baguettes. So yeah, no, I did actually spend, it was like £40 and a couple of pence. I can't remember exactly. So yeah, it definitely saves money when you meal plan. So if this fly, honestly, go away. So yeah, I recommend it, and if there's anything else you want to ask me about it, let me know. Yeah, that's all I've got on meal planning. Thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. I'm a new channel, I'd love to grow. Obviously there's still lots of progress to be happening, but I'd love for you guys to join me on my journey and support the journey. But so please like and subscribe and share. Okay, take care. Bye.